Ibomuna Okpameri wamolemude agbeo wamosha wamomesemi wamomese. Any time of the day that you are listening to me, we are in the fourth of our Okpameri language studies, and today I'm going to be treating the letters, sounds, vowels, and consonants of the Okpameri language. Every language has its sound system, usually called phonemes or phonetic symbols, and also its writing system, usually called orthography. Unfortunately, we have not developed our language to the writing point. We speak it primarily, but we haven't developed or standardized the writing point. And that is where we are now. How can we write understandably and unanimously in our primary language? What should we call vowel? What should we call consonant? What should we call letter? In our primary language, things that are put together that are in pieces, we call it ito. Ito. For example, figures and numbers are ito. Ito ne kosi. Ito ne kosi or ito ne kosa, meaning numbers and figures that you count. This is one, which is utokba, eba, esa, ene, iye, sasa, or ezan, yunwa. Then enye, that is itone kosa. Then our coinage for vowel is anyunuwe, because vowel is defined in English as any sound that you open your mouth to articulate. A good example is when we say a, e, o, or anyunuwe, because once you open your mouth, you say it like that. Then consonant is you block your mouth to articulate. For example, if you say you must block somewhere in the mouth. In our family, we will call it a junue. In Moga, we say a junu, but others will say zunu, is zunu, azunue. That is, you block your mouth to say them. Therefore, azunue and anyunue or azunu dolo or anyunu dolo all put together is what we call Itonaawe or Itonedolo. Itonedolo refer to all the phonemes of our primary language, while the letters, that is the one that we write, will be Itonache or Itonake. The one that we write are the letters Itonake, Itonache. The ones that we say, which are phonemes, are Itonedolo or Itonaawe. So those are the terms we are going to be using for our vowels and our consonants, right? So today, we want to examine Itonache letters and Itonedolo or Itonaawe of Okpameri. Itonache or Itonake and Itonedolo and Itonaawe of Okpameri, meaning the letters and sounds of Okpameri. Let us start from the sound. We start from the Itonanyunue, that is Anyunue, the vowels of Okpameri. Sound like E or E, E, you would have heard of A, you would have heard of or if it is longer, you would have U or U or O or A or E. All these ones, and Anyunue, that is opening your mouth to say them, is called Anyunue or Anyunudolo, meaning vowels. Anyunue of Okpameri, the vowels of the Okpameri language. We have altogether 16 of them, 16 vowels, 8 cardinal short Anyunue and 8 long Anyunue, that is vowels. What I mean by cardinal is that we have 8 main ones, but these 8 vowels, they have long form long form, and easily. Short form cardinal, the main ones, 8. Then each of these 8 has a longer version. Some people have been saying we are 5, we are 4. That's not true. And I'm going to prove them. Here we go. Number 1, Itonaawe, or Itonaawe, simply Anyonudolo or Anyonue. Number 1, we do say E. This is the letter for E, as in Ibia or Ibi. ECC or Izizi. Of course, you know that Ibia, Ibie, children. ECC or Izizi means ants. Number 2, the long form of E, meaning you repeat it twice. E, which can be spelled as double I or IIH, as in Ikpi, not Ikpi. You say Ikpi. Me means push. Me, P, like onyokpigari, that is to sift gari, onyokpigari or bokpigari. That is P, me, to push. You can see it's longer than this one, but they are of the same category. Then we have A sound. A can be spelled as EH or EY. A good example in Okpameri is ene or eneni. Eneni is a variant of ene, which means what. And then fie meaning to blow or to set fire, e.g. fiejani or fienya. Number 4 is A double E and H. A, for example, when they call you, you say A. You see, it is longer. A, or they, that is to send. Vushomi, they, ushomi. But when you now want to pronounce it, you can turn to vushomi. But the original word is they to they, evogoshomi or evonyoyomi. And then number 5 is the sound you hear, eh. You cannot be writing ekpe and ekpe the same way. Ekpe, you write EKPE. Ekpe, you see that EKPE. You are confusing people. Therefore, for our sound A, we use EH. Once you see it, you will not be tempted to say ene. You can't say ene or eneni. You will say a, ne, ni. You will not say fear. You are most likely to say fear. So please note. And then we go to number 5, which is the as opposed to a. Anywhere we see e is we should say, as in efe, felele, and olele. And then we have the long form. Of course, you already know the long form. That is twice as in or fe, and Then we have a. A is written like this, or ah. The H is optional. It's to make it very clear. Agba. If you put H here, fine. Se. You see, we didn't put H here because if we put H here, people will pronounce it as asi, which is also there. Aseo. So this is but this is ase, and this is ava. And then we have the long form of as in asa, va, ha, ba, and ta. We move on to number 9, which is o. Again, we must differentiate between o and o because most words are like that. This is ododo. Most people will pronounce this as ododo or ododo because if you do not differentiate it, that's the way they will do it. Look at Okpo. Remember, we also have Okpo. 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 If you write Okpo and Okpo, OKPO as Okpo, OKPO as Okpo, people will get confused. So when you want to write Okpo, you come here, or ORKPOR, and everybody will know clearly that it is Okpo. Or is the long form of it. That is when you see that or is long, you write double O and R, and we know it's or. Eno, Eno, Itogbasa, Enike, U, 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 as in Uma or Ume, relation, Uma, Umame, Umame, as in mainland variety, Uma, Itutu, Okuku, Itutu means thus, Okuku is crocodile. Itutu, Uma. You see, when you are articulating this, the lips protrude forward to say oo. We have the long form, which is oo, as in goo, die, goo. Then ugu, that is stomach or airway. Some will say airway, ugu. And then this one is ogu, ogu. Ogu means what you hear it from a dead person, or you can say ogu, meaning rat at home, mouse, ogu, ogu, ogu. So you can actually pronounce it in two ways. When we get later, we'll learn such words. Ogbane, sorry, Ogbeye and Makelano. Ogbeye. Ogbeye is oh, look at me. That's the difference between here. This one is oh, you push the mouth, the lips out. But here, the lips is like going inside a bit. Oh, oh. So one is tense, that is strong, and the other one is a bit relaxed. Both are voiced. But here, it's not ooh. You don't just say ooh. This is the sound you have in go. It sounds like O, but not quite O. Some put O there. If you put O there, it's close to, but it's not exactly O. It's O, O. The mouth is, the lips are shrinking inward to articulate it. You say O as in go, then Oma. You see, this is how Oma actually ought to have been spelled. Oma, O, Oma, because it's not actually, it's not Uma, it's not Uma as in here, but Oma, and then Osha. Not, it's not U, it's not Usha, Usha, but Osha. See, the difference is there. The lips, watch my lips, they are protruding forward for U, 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 Uma. But if you want to say this one, it's not Usha, but O, Osha, Osha, which is three. The last of Anyunudulo, that is vowels of Okpameri, is number 16, which is the long form of O, and you say O, O. For example, in some there's an exclamation yo, yo, yo. You see, yo. That is when you are surprised, particularly in Imoga variety. You say yo, and this person is surprised, doesn't know what to say. And this one is ho, ho, ho. That is to get burnt. So you cannot say who here. Who is ho, get burnt. Eho, ehoa, ehoa. That is burnt. And then ko, good. A major difference here, you know, in Okpameri there is ku and there is ko. They are not the same. So those who write O as you are making an error. Here we have what is called ku. You know, ku in Okpameri means to like drive. Ku, koi, ku. And it also means to pour. Kua, that is pour away or drive. Koi, kuoi. So that one is you, but this one now is ko. The question is, what is ko? You find ko. Ko means to tie in a very special way. Tie in a very special way. Tie something with skill is ko I ko any ko any. For example, kwe kwelazo or Korimi. That is Korimi. To Korimi is to wrap a dead body. Okay. To Quilazo is to use leaf with skill to wrap moi to cook. So that is ko. And then so, not su, is so, that sovie to sing, or sovie, that is he or she is singing. So Anyunudolo, Anyunuwe, Okpameri are 16.